I'm Adam Calaway. I'm at Cattle Chat Corner at NCBA 2014 in Nashville, Tennessee. We're at the Noble Foundation Grow Safe booth. I'm here with Jim Bostic. Mr. Bostic was instrumental in helping West Virginia University get funding to do feed efficiency research. Tell me, why is that important? And maybe let's start here for the people that will be watching this. What is feed efficiency?
Well, feed efficiency, when it comes right down, is the best utilization of the resources in conversion rates or whatever it might be.
Why do we want to study it? What impact will it have on a producer's operation?
Well, from a producer's standpoint, it'll allow them to use less resources for the output that they're going to get.
So why did you get involved in helping secure some of this funding? And tell me a little bit about that process.
Well, from a producer standpoint, the idea is to help them be more profitable. When you look at the inputs that other industries are using compared to what the beef industry was using 20, 25 years ago, I just saw a need for that improvement. So I approached some folks to try to create some funding and move from there.
So this was the first research in feed efficiency in the United States at the time, is that correct?
If it wasn't the first, it was the first put in a commercial situation to evaluate different types of cattle, yes.
So if I'm a consumer and I hear about feed efficiency, what does this mean to me?
Well, it just tells you that the industry out there is trying to use the resources the best they can. We're not being wasteful and produce a product very efficiently for their use.
Technology, of course. Feed efficiency technology such as Grow Safe and some other technologies that we're seeing come up now as far as iPhone apps and other things like that has become vital to the industry. Tell me, what are some of the technologies that you are using on your operation and how do they work?
Well, I think the Grow Safe system is, the first one that came out there, and it's been utilized by the industry very much, and it's got to be utilized for genetic selection to improve the efficiency of our production.
And what about smartphones, apps, other things like that? Are you using those?
I would have to say I'm lagging just a little bit in that area.
So one of the other things that we want to talk about in Cattle Chat Corner is the economics of producing a calf today versus 10 years ago. So can you talk about some of the factors that go into producing a calf?
Well, yeah, when you look at a cow-calf operation and consider that 60 to 65% of the input in that production system is in either winter feed or summer forage, any way that you can change the genetics to lower the cost of that input, you're just increasing the profit for the producer.
So when you talk about genetics and breeding for feed efficiency, explain that to if you were talking to a consumer, explain what that means.
Well, to a consumer, that's just reducing the amount of natural resources that has been used to produce a pound of product for their use.
So what's the end result then for them?
It's better for everyone, the producer and them, because of total resources of the society, less resources being used.
You know, recently McDonald's came out and said that they want to start using verifiable, sustainable beef. And that word sustainable has been a buzzword around recently. What does sustainability mean, and how does it play into feed efficiency?
Well, feed efficiency would be the ultimate sustainability. Sustainability is using less resources for production, and that's my understanding of the definition of sustainability.
Tell me a little bit about the Cattlemen's Association and some of the goals that you guys have for the upcoming year.
Well, the West Virginia Cattlemen's Association, along with NCBA, is just looking to help improve the profits for our members. And any way we can do it, including helping increase feed efficiency, sure, we're going to be right behind it.
When do you think that this technology really start to come to the forefront, not just for producers, but that the consumers will see it and the impact on the industry?
Well, Grow Safe, 20-some years, they were the first ones on the scene, and additional technologies have come about. But, it's slow. Genetic change in the beef cattle industry is slow, and so I think we're already starting to see it, but as time goes on, it's going to multiply greatly.
Tell me a little bit about, well, I guess my last question is always the same for everybody, which is if you had an opportunity to say one thing to consumers, what would you say?
I would say to consumers that the beef industry is using our resources to the best of our ability, trying to improve the way we use our resources to produce what they want, the best product out there.
And I'll add this question in there. What's your favorite cut of beef?
Oh, ribeye.
Ribeye. Thank you so much, Jim, for stopping by Cattle Chat Corner.